जिसमें हमने उसकी मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन, आइसोमेरिज्म, नॉमेनक्लेचर, फिर उसके बाद हम लोगों ने उसकी फिजिकल और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज वो सब खत्म कर दिए थे, ठीक है। Now there is a special kind of isomerism which we had not discussed before, which takes place only in alkanes, जिसको हम लोग क्या बुलाते हैं, conformational isomerism, right? So what is conformational isomerism? Conformational isomerism जो होता है, that arises due to free rotation about carbon-carbon single bond, ठीक है। So जो free rotation होगी, because if we are having just one single bond, we can easily rotate this, okay? So जो free rotation about carbon-carbon single bond होती है, उसे हम लोग conformational isomerism लिखते हैं। तो you can define the different arrangements of atoms in space which can be obtained due to rotation about carbon-carbon single bond are called conformations. Right? Now it is not really necessary कि जो हम लोग conformational isomerism में बोल रहे हैं that the rotation is free about carbon-carbon single bond. It is not totally free. There is still a energy barrier of 1 to 20 kilojoules जो कि cross करना पड़ता है in order to convert one form to the other. ठीक है? और ये जो 20 kilojoules का हम barrier बता रहे हैं, this is known as the torsional strain. ओके, क्योंकि जब भी हम दो किसी कार्बन्स को रोटेट करते हैं तो उन कार्बन्स के साथ हाइड्रोजन्स भी प्रेजेंट है, राइट? सो अब जब हम रोटेट करेंगे, बिकॉज इट इज अ 3 डायमेंशनल स्ट्रक्चर, सो इट सो हैपेंस कि कभी कभी हाइड्रोजन्स इतने क्लोज आ जाते हैं कि देयर इज गोइंग टू बी रिपल्सिव फोर्सेस बिटवीन देम. Because of this repulsive forces, energy that is going to be released, and that energy it is in between 1 to 20 kilojoules. ठीक है? So इसको हम लोग torsional barrier बुलाते हैं. So it is not totally free rotation. There can be a torsional barrier between the two different arrangements. Now there were two scientists जिन्होंने इसको represent करने के लिए हमें arrangements दिए. They are known as projections. So the first one which we are going to explain it. आपकी syllabus में सिर्फ एक ही है, conformations of ethane. बाकी आपकी syllabus में नहीं है. So when we talking of conformations of ethane, so there are two projections. The first one, which is known as sawhorse projection. ठीक है? Sawhorse projection का मतलब क्या होता है? इसमें the hydrogens and carbons they are bonded to each other, और वो जो bonding है that is represented in the form of lines, right? So जब हम लोग sawhorse करते हैं तो for example, if these are the two carbons present, to each of the carbon atom there are hydrogens present. So the hydrogens are also represented by bonds like this, and in a similar manner ऊपर के पास भी 3 hydrogens present है, so they are going to be represented like this. Whereas when we are doing the number 2 Newman projections, तो इसको हम लोग ball and stick से represent करते हैं, in which carbon that is going to be represented in the form of a ball and the hydrogens they will be represented in the form of stick. ठीक है? So इसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि we have one bigger circle which represents one carbon atom, and we have another smaller circle which is going to represent the other carbon atom, right? So यहाँ पे इस वाले के साथ हमारे पास 3 hydrogens present है, they will be represented in the form of stick. ठीक है? So we have 3 hydrogens like this, and there are 3 hydrogens which are attached to the bigger circle, which is another carbon atom. Clear? So this is what Newman projection is. Now over here the front carbon atom is shown by a point. So ये वाला जो छोटा सर्कल यहाँ पे है, this is going to be the front carbon atom, और ये जो बड़ा सर्कल हमें नजर आ रहा है, that is the back carbon atom. ठीक है? Now इसमें हमारे पास जब हम लोग conformations of ethane करते हैं, तो we have two types of forms, one which is known as the eclipsed form and the other one which is known as the staggered form. Staggered का मतलब क्या होता है? अगर आप उसका literal meaning लो, तो staggered का मतलब होता है दूर दूर. ओके, और eclipse आपको पता है क्या है? जब आप lunar eclipse पढ़ते हो, जूनियर क्लासेस में solar eclipse पढ़ते हो, तो eclipse का मतलब होता है कि जो एक बॉडी है वो दूसरी बॉडी को कवर कर रही है. So that is what eclipsing is, right? So ethane has two forms. One is known as the staggered form, in which the hydrogens they are going to be far apart, and the other one which is known as the eclipsed form, in which the hydrogens they will be covering each other. ठीक है? So let's see पहले staggered form और eclipsed form हम in terms of hydrogen बताते हैं, in terms of source बताते हैं. So we are saying that we have two forms over here. One which is known as the staggered form, and the other one which is known as the eclipsed form. ठीक है? So पहले staggered form में let's draw both the carbons. Now in this case we are saying that the hydrogens they are going to be far apart from each other. So we have one hydrogen over here, the other one over here, and one over here. ठीक है? So इस तरह से placement of the first, and then in the second we have one hydrogen over here, the other over here, and this over here. ठीक है? So if you're looking at these two hydrogen atoms, they are apart from each other. So that is why this is known as the staggered form. Whereas eclipsed form में both these hydrogens they are going to point towards each other. So we have So you can see over here that both these hydrogens they are pointing towards each other. So that is going to be the eclipsed form. ठीक है? Now let's also show it in terms of Newman projection. So when we are showing the staggered and eclipsed form in Newman projection, staggered form is that form in which hydrogens they are going to be far apart from each other. ठीक है? Hydrogens they are going to be far apart from each other. And in a similar manner, if we are looking at the eclipsed form, you will see that hydrogens they are placed nearer to each other or they are eclipsing each other. ठीक है? Now when we are looking at these, what is basically happening is कि when we are rotating the staggered form by 60 degrees at an angle of 60 degrees, the eclipsed form is formed. और जब हम eclipsed को 60 degrees के साथ करेंगे rotate, we are going to get the staggered form. So ये जो rotation होती है 60 degrees की, इसको हम लोग torsional या strain angle बुलाते हैं. So you can get a 1 mark question, what is torsional angle? So you can write down torsional angle is the angle by which one form is rotated to get the other form. ठीक है? So now we have done two terms. One we did the torsional angle, the other one which we did was the torsional strain. So torsional strain क्या था? It is the repulsive forces which are acting, which gives a difference in stability between both the forms, right? So अगर हम graphically इसको show करना चाहें between the difference between the energies of the both, let's see कैसे हम देख सकते हैं. Alright, so if you're looking at the difference in energy, लेट्स से दिस इज हाउ वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग द एनर्जी। तो सबसे पहले ये हमारे पास लेवल है एनर्जी का फॉर द स्टैगर्ड फॉर्म। ओके, सो दिस इज द स्टैगर्ड फॉर्म एट द बेस व्हिच कैन बी शोन लाइक दिस। दिस इज द स्टैगर्ड फॉर्म, ठीक है। अब जैसे जैसे हम इसको रोटेट करने लगेंगे वैसे वैसे हाइड्रोजन्स पास आने लगते हैं एंड ड्यू टू रिपल्शन द एनर्जी दैट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज। सो ये एनर्जी हमारी इंक्रीज हो गई। एट दिस पीक एट द टॉप वी विल गेट द एक्लिप्स्ड फॉर्म व्हिच हैज द हाईएस्ट एनर्जी। दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द एक्लिप्स्ड फॉर्म, ठीक है, which has the highest energy over here, and then henceforth again if we are rotating it तो क्या होगा, हाइड्रोजन्स एक दूसरे से दूर होने लग जाते हैं and we get back the staggered form at lower energy, ठीक है। The difference in energy between this is only 12.5 kilojoules पर मोल। ओके, ये जो डिफरेंस इन एनर्जी है ये सिर्फ काइनेटिक एनर्जी की वजह से भी प्रोवाइड करी जा सकती है बिकॉज द एनर्जी डिफरेंस इज वेरी वेरी लेस। तो जैसे ही मॉलिक्यूल्स की या एटम्स की काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी तो वो उतनी एनर्जी गैदर कर लेते हैं कि वो इस वाले एनर्जी बैरियर को क्रॉस कर सके, ठीक है। सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई इथेन कैन एग्जिस्ट, कीप ऑन एग्जिस्टिंग इन बोथ द फॉर्म्स। The staggered can be easily converted into eclipsed and eclipsed can be easily converted into staggered। और किसी भी पॉइंट पे इन दोनों को सेपरेट करना is not easy, ठीक है। So this barrier जो कि यहाँ पे है, this may be known as energy barrier, ठीक है। Energy barrier means that the energy is this much energy is required for one form to be converted into another form, ठीक है। So this is known as the energy barrier to rotation, ठीक है। So these are the conformations of ethane। This is all what we have in your syllabus। बाकी ब्यूटेन के और इन सब के प्रोपेन के ये सब या साइक्लोहेक्सेन के ये सब आपकी सिलेबस में नहीं है। बट आई जस्ट टेल यू एज अ जनरलाइज थिंग कि अगर हम लोग साइक्लोहेक्सेन करते हैं, वी नो व्हाट साइक्लोहेक्सेन इज। दिस इज साइक्लोहेक्सेन, राइट। सो साइक्लोहेक्सेन हैज टू कॉन्फॉर्मेशनल आइसोमेरिज्म। वन इज द चेयर आइसोमेरिज्म। चेयर आइसोमेरिज्म हुआ in the form of chair। This is the chair isomerism। इसमें जो chair isomerism होता है that is the staggered form। Okay, so hydrogens जो इसमें होंगे they are going to be far apart। जैसे ये वाला है इसके साथ दो hydrogens है, they can be placed over here, right। फिर next वाला जो है हमारे पास it has two hydrogens, one here and one here, ठीक है। यहाँ पे शो हो रहा है एक। फिर जो नीचे वाला कार्बन एटम है उसके पास भी दो हाइड्रोजन्स हैं, दे आर शोन हियर एंड हियर, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद वी हैव अनदर हाइड्रोजन, वन इज राइट एंड देन वी हैव अदर हाइड्रोजन्स एट द अदर पोजीशन। सो यहाँ पे भी ये दोनों हाइड्रोजन्स दे आर गोइंग टू बी हियर एंड हियर, और यहाँ पे एक हाइड्रोजन हियर एंड द अदर हाइड्रोजन दैट इज गोइंग टू बी हियर। So this is the chair form which is known as the staggered form, which is going to be more stable than the other form which is the eclipsed form, it is the boat form। It is in the shape of a boat। In the boat form these two hydrogens जो कि ऊपर वाले कार्बन एटम्स पे शो हो रहे हैं, दे आर क्वाइट क्लोज टू ईच अदर, ठीक है। सो इसकी वजह से इसको हम लोग एक्लिप्स्ड फॉर्म लेते हैं, राइट। तो ये वाले बहुत क्लोज हैं, देन देयर इज वन हाइड्रोजन हियर, अदर वन इज हियर, सिमिलरली वन हाइड्रोजन इज हियर, हियर, देन वी हैव वन हाइड्रोजन हियर एंड दिस फेस, Okay, so these are going to be this is the staggered and that is the chair. यहाँ पे ये जो दो हाइड्रोजन्स हैं जो कि बहुत ही क्लोज हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, उनको हम लोग फ्लैग्ड हाइड्रोजन्स बुलाते हैं या फ्लैग पोस्ट हाइड्रोजन्स बुलाते हैं. ठीक है, so these are the conformations. With this we finish alkanes. Let's go on to alkenes, the second type of hydrocarbons which we have to discuss. All right, so let's go on to the second type of hydrocarbons which are known as alkenes. Right, we know that alkenes, they are the hydrocarbons which have CC double bond. In this double bond, one of the bond is the sigma bond and the other one that is going to be pi bond. So just for your memory, this thing, sigma bond that is formed by head to head overlap, whereas the pi bond that is formed by side wise overlap. ठीक है, now जब हम alkenes करते हैं, alkenes they have the general formula CnH2n. ठीक है, they are oil-like substances, therefore they are known as olefins. Okay, they are more reactive than alkanes due to the weak pi bond which is present, and the most important or most common kind of reactions which they undergo, they are the addition reactions. So if you're taking the structure of, say, the lowest member of alkenes, that is going to be ethene with the formula CH2 double bond CH2. Hybridization जो इसमें होती है, that is going to be sp2, right? So let's show we have already done this. So this is one carbon over here, this is the other carbon over here. यहाँ पे जो ये वाला sigma bond बनेगा, that is due to head overlap. ठीक है, तो ये हाइब्रिडाइज्ड ऑर्बिटल बन गया इसका, एंड देन वी हैव टू मोर, 4 बनने चाहिए ना, 3 बनने चाहिए, sp2 है, so 1s and 2p they are going to participate, so we are going to get 3 hybridized orbitals. So if you're looking at this carbon atom, this is one hybridized, this is other hybridized, and this is the other hybridized. We have 3 hybridized carbons orbitals. In a similar manner, यहाँ पे भी this is also going to have 3 hybridized orbitals. ठीक है, अब एक जो ऑर्बिटल है that is not participating in hybridization, so इसके जो दोनों lobes होंगे they are going to be the larger lobes. ठीक है, अब इस कार्बन में देखो, this is hybridized carbon atom, this is hybridized orbital, sorry, this is also hybridized orbital, this is going to be unhybridized and this is going to be unhybridized. ठीक है, similarly in this carbon atom, this is hybridized, this is hybridized, this is hybridized, this is going to be unhybridized and this is also going to be unhybridized. जो unhybridized orbitals होते हैं, they are going to undergo sidewise overlap, which can be shown with dotted lines. ठीक है, which are shown by dotted lines. So ये जो unhybridized orbitals हैं, they are going to form the pi bond, which is above and below the plane. ठीक है, ये इसके साथ सिग्मा बना रहा है, उसी तरह से ये हाइड्रोजन के साथ सिग्मा बनाएगा, ये एक और हाइड्रोजन के साथ सिग्मा बनाएगा. In a similar manner, this will overlap with hydrogen and this will also overlap with hydrogen. Right? So अगर हम इसकी प्लेन बनाते हैं bonds की, so we say that this is going to be the sigma bond which it is forming, which is shown over here. ठीक है, and the pi bonding is above and below the plate. Pi bonding that is going to be above and below the plate. This is the structure of ethene. ठीक है, now in this case, when we go into the nomenclature of alkenes, nomenclature of alkenes में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, the name जो primary suffix हम देंगे that is going to be -ene. Okay, so if we have CH2 double bond CH2, which is the lowest member, this is known as ethene. ठीक है? Then if we have CH3 CH double bond CH CH3, you need to mention the position. If it is not present at the first position, तो आपको ene की position को mention करना है. तो in this case 1 2, the double bond is present at the second position, so this is going to be known as but 2ene. ठीक है? और अगर आपके पास two double bonds are present, then the prefix di is going to be used. So we have but first position and third position. So 1 3 diene, but 1 3 diene. ठीक है? Clear हो गया? So this is how we are going to do the nomenclature of alkenes. Then the next topic which we have, that is the isomerism in alkenes. Isomerism जो show करता है ये, it can show two types of isomerism. First, let's take a recap कि isomerism क्या था. All those compounds which have the same molecular formula, but they have different structural formula, that is going to be isomerism. ठीक है? So isomerism ये अगर हम लोग structural isomerism करें, हमने ये भी करा था कि दो तरह के isomerisms होते हैं, one which is known as structural and the other one which is known as stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism ये दो तरह के show करता है, one which is chain isomerism and the other one which is position isomerism. ठीक है? Now, what is happening in chain isomerism? Chain isomerism में the molecular formula is going to be same, but the chain is going to be different. ठीक है? So अगर हमारे पास है CH3, CH2, CH2, CH double bond CH2. This is what? 1 2 3 4 5 pentene, right? अगर इसकी हम चेन आइसोमर ड्रॉ करें तो we have CH3 CH CH3, right? And then we have CH double bond CH2. Okay, now this is going to be what? We have 1 2 3 4 5 carbon atoms, 1 2 3 4 5 carbon atoms here also. So इसका क्या नाम होगा? Numbering will start from here. 1 2 3 4. So this is 3-methyl butene. Okay, so this is the chain isomerism. Second kind of isomerism जो ये show करता है, that is position isomerism. What is happening in position isomerism? The position of the double bond, that is going to be different. Position of the double bond will be different. Like for example, we have CH3 CH 2 CH double bond CH2. This is but1ene or butene, right? अब second जो इसका isomer बनेगा उसमें position of the double bond that is going to be different. So we have CH3 CH double bond CH and CH3, right? So this is but2ene, position of the double bond that is going to change. So ये दो तरह के structural isomers show करता है, पर इसमें जो सबसे important isomerism है, that is the stereoisomerism, which is known as geometrical isomerism. ठीक है? So थोड़ी सी introduction हमने first वाले chapter में करी थी organic के. Let's go on to the detail of geometrical isomerism. Alright, so second type of stereoisomerism which it shows stereoisomerism जो ये शो करता है, that is geometrical isomerism. ठीक है? अब stereoisomerism आपको पता है क्या है कि जो जितने भी ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स हैं दे आर गोइंग टू हैव अ 3-डायमेंशनल स्ट्रक्चर, राइट। एज आई टोल्ड यू कि जो हमको 4 कार्बन्स नजर आते हैं उसमें सिर्फ 2 कार्बन्स प्लेन में होते हैं, एक कार्बन इज पॉइंटिंग टुवर्ड्स यू एंड 1 कार्बन इज पॉइंटिंग अवे फ्रॉम यू, ठीक है। डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दैट when we are talking of geometrical isomerism, the spatial arrangement of the atoms that is going to be different. और geometrical isomerism सिर्फ उन्हीं compounds में exist करता है जिसके पास कार्बन कार्बन डबल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट है। So what is the cause of geometrical isomerism? जब हम cause करते हैं geometrical isomerism की, तो it is the restricted rotation about carbon-carbon double bond, ठीक है। It is the restricted rotation about carbon-carbon double bond. Now restricted rotation क्यों होगी? Because of the double bond over here. जब हम उसको completely rotate करने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो in that case both they are going to intermingle with one another, या they are going to create some steric hindrance, जिसकी वजह से उनको हम completely rotate नहीं कर सकते, right? तो अगर essential criteria हम लोग देखें for geometrical isomerism, so what is the conditions? ये आपको question आता है। Conditions necessary for geometrical isomerism. The first condition is that there should be present carbon-carbon double bond. अगर कार्बन-कार्बन डबल बॉन्ड नहीं होगा तो geometrical isomerism नहीं होता है। And second, there should be present, or we can say that both the atoms or group of atoms attached to the same carbon atom is different, ठीक है। So group of atoms attached to the same carbon atom should be different. So if we have, these are the 2 carbon atoms which are bonded to each other with the help of a double bond. So इस carbon atom के साथ 2 groups और attached होंगे, both the groups they should be different, ठीक है। Similarly जब यहाँ पे आ गया, again both the groups should be different, right? Now अगर same groups over here are on the same side of the carbon atoms, this isomer is known as cis isomer, ठीक है। अब हमने इसको रोटेट कर दिया, एक की पोजीशन फिक्स्ड है, दूसरा हमने रोटेट कर दिया, तो जो नीचे वाले हैं उनकी पोजीशन चेंज हो जाती है। We have A, we have B, so over here हमारे पास B आ जाएगा and we are going to get A, right? So this, when opposite groups are on the same side, या same groups are on the opposite side, then this isomer is known as trans isomer, ठीक है। An example which we can take over here is the molecule of or compound but2ene, ठीक है। अब but2ene क्या हुआ? CH3 CH double bond CH CH3, this is but2ene, right? अगर हमको इसे इस फॉर्म में शो करना है तो हमको डबल बॉन्ड जो है कार्बन कार्बन का डबल बॉन्ड शो कर दिया, इस कार्बन के साथ एक हाइड्रोजन अटैच्ड है और दूसरा इसके साथ CH3 ग्रुप अटैच्ड है, ठीक है। सिमिलरली अगर आप ये वाला कार्बन कर रहे हो, इसके साथ एक H अटैच्ड है और एक CH3 अटैच्ड है, सो अगर हमारे पास CH3 is on the same side, then this is known as cis but2ene. This is known as cis but2ene, ठीक है। और अगर same groups are on the opposite side, we have CH3 over here and we have H over here and CH3 over here, ठीक है। Then this is known as trans but-2-ene. ठीक है? So we have cis-but-2-ene and we have trans-but-2-ene. Clear हो गया? Okay. Now when we are looking at the properties of geometrical isomers, तो हम बोलते हैं they are going to have the same chemical properties, but their physical properties they are going to be different, right? Because arrangement अलग है. So let's just illustrate this with a few examples. So what are we saying? हम बोल रहे हैं कि जो geometrical isomers हैं, they have same chemical properties. Chemical properties क्यों same होती है? That is because chemical properties जो है वो functional group के ऊपर depend करती है, और इसमें जो functional group है that is the double bond. इसलिए the chemical properties they are going to be same, but they have different physical properties. Right? They are going to have different physical properties. Like for example, the first property which we can say is that cis is, when we are talking of cis isomer is more polar. Is more polar than trans isomer. Polarity किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करती है? On the dipole moment, right? अब यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो तो this is how the dipoles they are going to be directed. कार्बन से अगर ये दोनों के दोनों ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, so they are facing the same side. So as a result, we know that dipole moment हमने covalent bonding में करा है. It's a vector quantity which is represented by both direction and magnitude. तो अगर ये दोनों एक ही साइड को जा रहे हैं, adding of vectors is going to take place. So dipole moment that is going to be more. But when we are talking of trans isomer, so you can see over here that the dipole moments they are in opposite direction, as a result of which they are going to have lesser value of dipole moments. An example which we can do over here is that if we are taking cis-but-2-ene, जो हमने ये example लिया है, cis-but-2-ene में इसका जो dipole moment है that is 0.35d. Okay, dipole moment mu that is equal to 0.35d. But when we are taking trans, in case of trans, the dipole moment is almost equal to 0. ठीक है? So this is the first difference in property which we can see. Now you also know कि dipole moment हमें polarity of a molecule देता है. जिसके पास net dipole moment है that is going to be polar. जिसका zero dipole moment है that is going to be non-polar. So this is polar because इसका dipole moment 0.35d है. This is going to be non-polar because it has zero dipole moment. ठीक है? Clear हो गया? Then next we come to the second property. Because of difference in polarity, cis has higher value of boiling points. ठीक है? Cis is going to have higher boiling points than trans. Trans has lower value of boiling points. ठीक है? क्लियर हो गया? फिर उसके बाद जो थर्ड आता है, इसमें trans is going to have higher melting point and whereas cis is going to have lower melting point. ठीक है? Now why this? Boiling point cis का ज्यादा आ रहा है. We have explained due to high polarity. ठीक है? और trans का boiling point कम आ रहा है due to less polarity. Now why melting point of trans is more? That is because if you looking at the structure of trans, तो ये symmetrical structure है where the same groups they are in the opposite direction. So they can more properly fit in the crystal lattice. क्योंकि जो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट है वो डिपेंड करता है कि क्रिस्टल लैटिस में मॉलिक्यूल्स किस तरह से अटैच्ड है. इफ दे आर हैविंग अ स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट और दे आर हैविंग अ यू कैन से मोर अप्रोप्रिएट एंड मोर डिजाइन्ड अरेंजमेंट, तो इन दैट केस हमको ज्यादा हीट चाहिए इन ऑर्डर टू ब्रेक द बॉन्ड्स, राइट. So over here, because trans का जो arrangement है that is symmetrical, it fits in better in the crystal lattice, as a result of which जो trans है उसका melting point that is going to be higher. ठीक है? Stability of trans isomer is more. Trans is going to be more stable than cis, which is less stable. Again, why this is happening? In this case, you're saying you can see that the same groups are on the same side. So, अगर CH3 बड़ा group है, यहाँ पे भी CH3 बड़ा group है, due to bigger molecules on the same side, there's going to be repulsion. ठीक है? And this is known as steric hindrance, right? So ये जो रिपल्शन है सिस में ज्यादा होगी और ट्रांस में कम होगी. अगर रिपल्शन कम होती है in case of trans, then that is going to be more stable with respect to cis, right? So these are the difference in properties due to cis and trans. Now over here you can see कि हम लोग जब geometrical isomerism कर रहे हैं तो इसमें जो दोनों ग्रुप्स डिफरेंट कार्बन एटम्स के साथ अटैच्ड हैं वो सेम है. यहाँ पे भी A B है और यहाँ पे भी A B है. But sometimes it so happens कि चारों ग्रुप्स जो अटैच्ड हैं they are going to be different. तो उसमें हम डिफरेंट तरह से कॉन्फ़िगरेशन देखते हैं, which is known as E and Z system of configuration. So let's understand what is E and Z. Okay, when we're doing the EZ system of configuration, in this case we are saying that all the four groups they are going to be different. ठीक है? So let's take an example जिसमें हम सारे के सारे हेलोजेंस ले लेते हैं, right? Now in this case आपको नंबरिंग करनी है. जैसे ये वाला कार्बन है, इसके साथ एक फ्लोरीन है और दूसरा क्लोरीन है. ओके, जो लोअर एटॉमिक मास वाला होगा उसको हम नंबर 1 देंगे. So फ्लोरीन और क्लोरीन में फ्लोरीन का मास लेस है, therefore this will be given 1, right? And this is going to be given 2. Similarly, ब्रोमीन और आयोडीन में ब्रोमीन का मास कम है, this will be given 1 and this will be given 2. ठीक है? जब हम इसको रोटेट करेंगे तो हमारे पास जो नेक्स्ट स्ट्रक्चर आ जाएगा that is going to be this. ठीक है जी. So now what is happening over here is, अब यहाँ पे ये तो ठीक है, this is 1 and this is 2, but over here this is going to be 2 and this is going to be 1, right? Now when 1 1 is on the same side, then this is known as Z isomer. Z का जो मीनिंग होता है, Z means Zusammen. Zusammen means same side. ठीक है? So Z over here it means Zusammen, meaning together. Zusammen meaning same side. This is a Greek word. German, not Greek. It is a German word meaning on the same side. फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पे ये अलग अलग साइड पे आ गए. This is 1 and this is 1. Opposite side. This is known as E isomer. E over here stands for antagogen. ठीक है? Which means opposite side, right? So यहाँ पे Z is similar to cis and E is similar to trans. Okay, so this is what our geometrical isomerism is. So today we are going to do only till here, right?